right, go for it, my man. Go, bro.
How you guys doing tonight? I'm a staff writer for M-Time, which is China's largest entertainment website. I'm very pleased to introduce the star of Ip Man 3. You guys know him as an actor, director, martial arts star of the series, and also coming soon, the new Star Wars film.
Yeah. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, Donnie Yen!
Donnie!
Hi guys.
Hey! 지구!
詠春葉問. So, did you guys enjoy the film?
Yes!
What's the best thing about the film? Can you tell me?
The fighting!
Besides me, what else? What other elements?
The love story!
Well, it's great to be here, and thank you for the support and all the love.
So we're going to just chat about the movie for a little bit and then open up some questions for you guys. But Donnie, I wanted to begin by asking you, this is the third time you've had a chance to play this character on film. How has the character changed for you over the years that you've been playing it?
More wrinkles, more white hair, 8 years older. Because the first time when I played this character, that was 8 years ago. And then, here I am. Maybe the fourth, I'm not sure. You guys want the fourth one?
Yeah!
Maybe.
It's an incredible arc that you had the opportunity to play as an actor over these 3 films, and even in this film alone. Can you talk about the arc that he goes through, and especially with all the sort of stuff that happens with his wife in the film, and the arc just over 3 movies?
That's pretty deep. I think basically, as you can see, this character is a family man. He's so happened to be a Kung Fu Grandmaster, of course, right? So each installment from 1, 2, and 3, we have a theme, individual theme. The first one was about survival, surviving during that time, during the Japanese occupation, and the second one was about making a living. Brought his family to Hong Kong, and some of you probably saw part 2, right? I said. So he was trying to make a living by opening up Kung Fu schools and teaching students, and the third one is clearly about life and death with his wife.
I mean, it's an incredible arc as an actor to have the opportunity to play. Is that what you're looking for when you're looking at scripts, when you're choosing projects to?
Well, I've been quite fortunate that I've been around for a long time, 33 years. Started out when I was 19, and so do the math. Do the math, right? So. Thank you. 23. So when I started out and all these years of movie making, and then I came to realize maybe a decade ago, right after I got married, that I realized movie making is such a powerful platform that I feel as an actor. Besides, this is my career, this is a business, this is an art form. But at the same time, as a social public figure, I believe that we should have, as an actor, social responsibility. So I started to really pick and choose the subjects of the film, as well as my character. Does these films represent a positive image, a positive message? Do I carry that positive image to kids? Because I'm a father of 3 kids. And I feel it's really important to have to have that responsibility and to be aware of that responsibility, to be able to use film to inspire people. So I particularly chooses these films, and as you can see, Ip Man clearly represents that.
Absolutely. Well, there's something else you said that I thought was really interesting when we were talking last night, because I had realized that the way your character fights in the film is very specific.
Right.
he's very relaxed.
Right.
He's calm almost
Right.
in these fight scenes. And that was a specific character choice that you made
Right.
to play it that way.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you talk about that?
Well, a lot of, I guess, still many audiences, fans, and they don't realize when you make action movie, a martial arts films, it's not really the martial arts itself. It's the character. It's just part of acting, right? So I always fall back on what character that I'm playing. If some of you probably saw, I assume, Killzone or SPL or Flashpoints, right, where I played in undercover cop, different personality, and the style comes out very different. Ip Man being a very composed, inner, gentle and scholarly, the style of his Wing Chun, obviously, comes out that way.
Yeah.
Maybe the next one I wanted to, hey, maybe I do something else, right? And I would, even if I'm not the choreographer of that film, I would discuss with the choreographer that, hey, maybe we should do something slightly different from last time, and just to keep you guys entertained. And, well, I gotta leave it up to our scriptwriter have really wide imagination when it comes to writing who Ip Man's gonna fight. But I can assure you, I'm not gonna be fighting aliens on the ball. It's gonna be so we don't know yet.
That'd be a good movie.
Maybe.
I like that. Let's get
some ladies.
Yeah, I'm trying. Look at, they're not raising their hand. Oh, there you are, over there, right there. Yeah.
Can I take a picture with you so
Those are not the kind of questions we're taking right now. You, ma'am, right there.
So you played many characters, historical, now you're in Rogue One. Is there an ideal role that you've always wanted to play? But
I don't really have one. I don't really, especially now in my career, because the last 5 years I was really blessed and given the opportunities as an actor to explore different roles. And the last 5 years I made probably about 15 films. And from playing the Grandmaster to Monkey King, and then the Undercover Cops, and even comedy. So as an actor, I think I had a lot of fun. I mean, right now I want to stay on focus on probably do a couple of these very I feel is very positive and inspirational subjects, and as well as the character itself.
Over there.
我好中意睇你打功夫嘅甄子丹。我想問下咧，你之前提及過你同泰神過招，你話如果有萬一嘅話咧，你自己收埋幾個絕招，可唔可以透露下咧？
He's asking, fighting Tyson probably was very, how would I say, is risky for anyone's health. So how did I dealt with the situation, and did I
你之前提及過話收埋幾招絕招。
have some techniques ready and prepared, just in case he.
In case Mike just went nuts.
Yeah.
Physically fit.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I do in the movie.
that's a secret.
How to survive a fight scene with Mike Tyson is a secret.
Call his wife.
Orange.
You gotta make him notice you. You gotta make him notice you. Don't forget.
像那个叶问啊，各方面里面是现代武术，但是在很多你的电影里面，我都看到的是传统的武术。你觉得现代武术跟传统武术哪一个会比较流行呢？会你喜欢哪一个？
So he understands.
That's a very technical question. He said something like, hey, obviously he knows my background. He went to, he said I went to China to study the new form of martial arts. It's really, I'm gonna try to make a long story short. Right? Nowadays in China, there's two type of martial arts, Chinese Kung Fu style. One is the traditional Kung Fu, and the other one is the modernized Kung Fu, and I studied both. And he was asking me, in most of my films, I use traditional Kung Fu. Would I be using some of the modernized kung fu more often. The question, the answer will be, again, it's really depend on the character. If I feel the character allows that opportunities, then and it fits the screenplay, the storyline, then I'm open to it.
How often do you
Muay Thai or BJJ or in today's language, martial art language. But if I would be playing a swordsman riding a horse with long hair, you will see a little bit of floating around and running on top of rooftop. That's just the style of action. Those are the combinations you put in these films, these different genre.
Yeah, so it's different styles.
Different style, but mainly it's the character. Character is very important. Character is very important.
Great question, thank you. Right here.
Can I ask in Cantonese?
Please.
OK，我想問喺臥虎藏龍入邊咧，你會唔會用翻呢啲招式，定係有新嘅招式？臥虎藏龍。
Okay. What she asked, will I be having different techniques in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon Part 2? That will be let me see, slightly different from Part 1, but will be equally. I'm talking about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. By the way, it's coming out in February on Netflix. As well as on all the IMAX theaters across the country. It will be slightly different. I wouldn't say better, because I love the first one. So I think the second one is equally as exciting. So that's your answer.
咁你係咪喺宣傳呢個即刻就同楊紫瓊一齊去宣傳臥虎藏龍？
Okay, she's asking the second question. Am I going to be promoting along with my co-star, Michelle Yeoh? Probably so if I'm going to... We're working out the schedule right now, so I don't know what is my upcoming months of planning. But if I am going to promote the film, most likely I'm going to promote with her together.
Thank you. We're going to try to get it to some other people, if that's okay. Right over there, sir.
What was it like working with Yen Wu-ping again? And what was probably the most challenging fight scene in Ip Man 3 for you?
Oh man, 33 years. I haven't worked with Yen Wu-ping for 20-something years. I went on and did my own films and produced and directed. This is our reunion. For him, he's even though he's in his 70s, but he likes to be innovative on each of his film, and I know that he's coming in with a high standard on this film. So because I know him so well, so we work really, really well together.
Thank you. We'll go right there.
What do you think Ip Man's legacy means to non-martial artists?
Legacy, I think the films, but I can't really speak at because you got to understand, even though this is based on a real person, the Grandmaster Ip Man, from day one, 8 years ago, we didn't really want to make a documentary film because, for certain reasons, right? We wanted to create a new on-screen hero, a hero that is very different from the previous heroes that we all seen. We all have seen. Take on the world, preaching his philosophies and or his particular martial arts style. This is a person who is skillful in martial art, in this case, in Wing Chun, but he doesn't really preach it. He doesn't, he's not aggressive about it, right? He's basically a very laid back, just want to take care of his family, just want to eat at home, just want to come home, I think the importance of these films, again, like in the beginning of my answer, it's about to inspire that the most important thing, just like this film, the ultimate message, the most important things in life is the loved ones around you. These are the morals and the principle that we want to convey.
Adding on to that question, I'm curious. The movie is not only, the whole franchise is not only, gained the attention of the Chinese audience, but also American audiences. Audiences around the world love this franchise. Do you think it's those elements that...
I think absolutely. I think that when you watch Ip Man, sometimes you go in and expect a kick-ass type of kung fu movies, but which you get, right? But at the same time, you get out of it, but feeling, you know what? There's a lot of hopes, there's a lot of positivities in our society, and sometimes, unfortunately, lacks. And I think that's beyond the barrier of race, language, nations. It's about spreading love. I mean, I think that's why Ip Man's these three franchises has so far, you know, been very positive around the world.
Yeah, because of the positive message. Let me get someone way up there, sir. You.
What I liked about the film most was the fact that you connected with the man on an emotional level. Could you explain like what it was like to kind of show the more sensitive side of the Grandmaster?
You know, again, you know, I mean, this role, we try to maintain a certain historical facts about this, the Grandmaster statement, but at the same time, we created this new on-screen person. Personally, I put a lot of my own life experience into the character. I think another thing you guys have to understand is like when an actor plays a role, the actor puts a lot of his life. That's why you have castings. That's why different actor playing this one role comes out differently, because they put their own life experience, their own persona, and how they see life and the whole feeling into it. So obviously, again, you know, like 8 years later, so the third one, more maturity, more depth, more complications, and more white hair, gray hair. But yeah.
All right, thank you, Shiva, for coming. Just have a question. With all the comic book movies coming out right now, even in Netflix, Shang-Chi, the Master of Kung Fu, hasn't been done yet. Iron Fist still hasn't been casted yet fully. If you had the opportunity to work with Marvel or DC, would you be interested in working in that project? And two, if you do have the opportunity to work in any Marvel film, what kind of role would you want to play? For example, like in the future, any projects with Marvel, or Kill Bill 3, or Expendables?
Right. Well, first of all, I'm open to any roles and subjects that, again, you know, back to my own principle as an actor, as a human being. If and I feel this is something really good, beside, oh, this is a cool role, this is good business, if it inspires, especially to children, then I would consider it. And not for nothing, actually, I feel like I'm part of that anyway. You know, you guys got Iron Man, Batman, whatever. You got IP Man, so you know that's part of it. So I'm already a superhero, right?
You, sir.
What I did for the films, you know, I think I can't speak. I can't represent Wing Chun because you know I didn't start out in Wing Chun, but I'm grateful that you're thanking me, and I really appreciate it. And you know, I'm happy that the movies did for the style of Wing Chun. I want to say is that a success of a film is not on the shoulder of one person. It's really team efforts. There's a lot of unsung hero that made these films to be successful, right? You got cinematographer. I mean, you got light man. You got props. You got even the ladies that bring me tea. These are the people who put their sweat and soul into making this film, and the most important is all of you. Without your support, I wouldn't be making films after the 33 years and still making films. So I want to thank all of you being so great. So I want to thank you.
Let's have another round of applause for Donnie Yen.